I want to use shades today that are just really going to make my eyes pop. This is probably one of my favorite eyeliner colors of all time, the Kosas one. And I thought that this kind of mauve-y pink would really look nice. So anything in this realm for brown eyes, really any eye color, I feel like this is the most universal shade to make your eye color pop. Anything around that is going to be really, really nice. So this is where we're headed. I'm just going to swatch it on my cheek. There we go. We're going to start with our liquid shadow, and that's going to go all over our lid. And I think we'll build a little bit of eyeshadow on top, but it's going to be nice to start with this shade as a base. I'm going to use the side of the brush, smooth that out. There's a ruckus going on between the snoring and the kitchen noises. Whew. Bring it out this way. Ooh, this one's pigmented. Now don't be frightened. I'm gonna teach you how to clean it all up too. That's actually a really good tip. If you notice, I didn't really kind of take everything up. Instead, when I knew I had too much pigment, this is more pigmented than I anticipated. So what I did is I took it down because it's gonna be a lot easier to clean down here than it will be up this way towards our brow. This is a Viseart custom palette. We're gonna take a little bit of that shade. This is gonna get fun. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna push that into the socket just for a little bit more depth. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna dip in here into the pink, small amount. Start in the socket and we're just gonna kind of build up that pink a little bit more. This won't be a pink look, but we're adding to that very first base we laid down to really enhance it. And anytime you have these types of colors, they're very eye enhancing. And this is a really good way to keep that going. So these have been out for quite some time and I've still never tried them. I'm really excited. I kind of want to apply it more diffused and less, this is what I mean. I want to apply it less like that. Oh, they're kind of diffused anyways, but this is going to be perfect. And I want to apply it more like a cascade. So I'm going to pick it up on the side of a fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to push this all over my lid. So pretty. Everything in this room is snoring except for me. Now we're going to take our Kosas liner and we're going to lay this down really close to the lash line. And then we're going to give it a little blend with an E27, give it a nice little smudge. You can even extend this. You don't even have to do a wing, just kind of smudge out the lash line. And then once I get it nice and smudged, we're gonna add a little bit more of the same shade just for depth right at the lash line. Let's go ahead and do our waterline as well. I feel like this makes a huge impact. Now I'm gonna take these off. We have our micellar water. We're gonna use a more controlled brush like the C30 out here. But for the inner part over here, we're gonna use a fluffier brush in micellar water. And we're gonna use the tip of the brush and just kind of brush this ever so lightly away. I'll clean up more over here, but I kind of just wanted to show you all together what we're doing here. Let's pop on our lash. I'm a million miles away from the mirror right now. I'm actually using my mirror as a monitor, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I will fix them in a second. I don't know, that one went on pretty nicely. Let's see if I can fix it from there. Yeah. All right, I do let them warm up and then I clamp them down. Now, Kimchi Beauty was lovely enough to reach out and asked to send me some things to try. I'm very, very excited. I'm not gonna try this today only because I wanna do an entire video with this. I feel like this needs an explanation. And one of our, oh, we're breaking things. But one of my favorite things to talk about is color theory. So I thought we could do maybe even a series on what each color does. But for now, we are definitely gonna try out the foundation, concealer, and powder today. They did let me pick out my shade. Let's see how close I got. I picked it out online. Let's see if I got close. I got pretty close, not bad. Let's see how it blends out. Very excited. I just know that this formula is going to be delightful with the C42. Scrumptious. That's a pretty good match, y'all. It's matching my neck perfectly. We all know my ears. They be telling all my secrets. Let's build it before it dries. A little bit there. Where's Sheila? Wipe my finger. There we go. Beautiful. I gotta talk about a color theory moment. So, this is even going to kind of pull a little bit more yellow. Do you wanna know why? Because of my eyeshadow color. The eyeshadow color I have on has actually a lot of purple in it. And where is purple on the color wheel from yellow? It's right across. So it might look a little off because of our eyeshadow. And that's something I talk about all the time. So what I'll do is I will use a purple powder. So we're still going to use the pink powder that they sent, but I'm going to use a little bit of purple. And you could even use a purple corrector, but we just need a little bit of purple to balance the yellow that this is pulling. And I feel like this is one of the reasons we tend to kind of stay away from different color eyeshadows, because when we put them on, we do notice that difference and we think, oh, this just doesn't look good on me. No, it's just color theory. And we know how to fix it. So now you're unstoppable and can wear any shade of eyeshadow. I did this the other day. So we're gonna grab the D1 and we're gonna grab the powder. Now this is what, I do love the sifter in this, but this is what we want, okay? We want it to look like that on the brush. It also needs to be a little extra wet. The foundation needs to be a little extra wet. That way it can absorb the purple pigment and do what we need it to do. So let's just go ahead and add this in here. And we're not even setting because it is so wet. And I have my powder here. And look at that neutralizing already. And again, the foundation shade is beautiful. What's happening here is the eyeshadow. Makeup is just so cool. Look at this difference. But do keep in mind, if I wasn't wearing this color of eyeshadow, we would be good to go. This would match perfectly. I'm telling you, if I do greens and purples, it just messes with the color. So now let's try out their concealer. They sent me 2 shades. I'm thinking this one, ooh, okay. It's a nice little brush applicator. I like that. Ooh, I like that. That's a good color. And let's see this one. I know that I would use both. One's lighter than the other. I'm gonna show you. Ooh, I like how peachy this one is. Okay, so, oh my goodness. No, I think I'm gonna use this one. The lighter one is shade in my hand. Oh goodness, what's the shade? The shades are hard to find. I blame me. I'll have the shades labeled. This one's Peach Fuzz, I believe. It was on the cap. It's here, but then I don't know which one, but I'll check online, so it will be right. Oh goodness, I love this color. Now, I don't like brush applicators, and that's okay. The reason why I don't like them is because they kind of don't apply your product really evenly. I don't love it. And it can even pick up a lot of product. But I think we're gonna be okay. Now, let's grab a concealer brush. Got one right here. I love the color. To avoid that, I would just grab it on a C30. Did we just find our new favorite concealer? We gotta wear it first. I just love the color. I love that level of pigment. I love how thin it is. I just wish it was a doe foot applicator, but we are not complaining. That looks so good. Feels amazing. Now I am so excited to try this powder. So excited. I love the color of it. Let me feel it. It feels nice. I feel like it's gonna be very matte. I don't mind matte. But what I do mind is when I lose my brushes. There we go. Let's get ready. No matter what, this isn't set, it's gonna crease. Now once we set it, okay, we ready? We won't have any creasing. Ooh, I can already feel the way that it's interacting with the concealer. That is pretty. I like the color. Delightful. I'm gonna go ahead and set the center of my face with it. That's really pretty. Oh, that's nice and smooth. That's pretty. I like it. I actually have a little bit of the powder on my brush, and I just want to really smooth this top part. It's a really good way to get a nice blurred look to your eyeshadow and keep everything nice and cohesive. Let's go ahead and take our liner, smudge that into our lashes. We're kind of going to do the same thing with the E27 again. Oh, that was easier to find than usual. So smudge, 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 smudge. This is going to make your eyes really stand out. But do it with a small brush. And then add even more depth once again in the lashes with the pencil. I'm using this bronzer today because we want to make sure that we have the pink and the red, and this bronzer certainly has that. I feel like my YSL could even take us a little too warm, a little too yellowy orange today because of how the eyeshadow pulls. So this is a really nice safe bet. And I think I want to use my bronzer as well. And guess what day it is? Hair washing day! Yay! Bronzer in the hair! And if you're ever afraid of flashback, what I want you to do is take your foundation brush. What I'm doing there is I'm always making sure that the bristles are nice and even. And I'm just gonna take this and just press anywhere that you normally would have flashback. I never, ever, ever have flashback, but this is also something I've done for many years. Now, what's happening here is you're just really pushing the powder into the foundation. And since there will still be a little whisper of wet foundation, I'm talking such a tiny amount, but that's all we need to make sure that we're pushing any powder that's just sitting on top of the skin back into the skin. I still love this shade. Kylie Cosmetics Winter Kissed. It is so pretty. I'm just gonna melt it kind of on top of the bronzer, sandwich it in there. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier. I just feel like this blush is gonna be really pretty with the eye. I always love this shade. I even like the way that they picked up. I really liked everything about them. This was really far back in my drawer, and now I'm gonna move it up. Now for my lips, I'm gonna do blue lipstick. I'm kidding, it's a stain. Remember when these were all over TikTok? I actually really like them. I feel like they're a hair more effort than a classic lip stain, but I like them. Okay. And you can really layer it on, and that does make it more intense. All right, are you ready for this? All right, time to peel this off. This is really satisfying. Let's use a gel lip liner, and also I wanted to use one that's just a little bit darker than the lip stain. Look how pretty this one is. It's called Bad Apple. It's not too brown, but not too red. I feel like a lot of the popular lip liners right now are drying very matte, so it's kind of cool to have a gel that stays really glossy. And I also like these. They are very long lasting, but I really like to pair these with glosses because the texture doesn't break down the texture quite as fast because they're kind of familiar with one another. Like, hey, I get your vibe. And then to tie this back to the eye a little bit more, let's do this purpley gloss. Perfect, 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 perfect. Powder foundation to create a border and clean up a little bit. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't be afraid of these types of colors. I'm really glad that we even went over color theory and why we might not even enjoy this color at first. Once you learn color theory, you're unstoppable. And that's one of the reasons I'm so driven to teach about it. I love you so much. And I also hope that you enjoy these back camera tutorials. They are really, really detailed. A little too detailed. I love you so much. And if you want me and you need me, just DM me. Love you.